When I was a child, when I was 12, I started to vanish. More to other people than to myself. To myself I felt sharper, clearer. But I needed to be brought back, and I was.
Thankfully.
Yes. Thankfully. Yes.
Sam is standing at the edge of a precipice, desperate to leave his mundane existence behind. When everything seems lost, he is suddenly transported to a parallel moment in his childhood. As a boy, he escaped into an extraordinary internal world, which was snatched away from him all too quickly. Here is the answer. Here is Sam's glimmer of hope. Faced with the same choice, will he achieve what he failed to as a child? Will he stay with his loved ones and the life he knows, or leave it all behind and take the plunge into the unknown? Inside all of us there is a vast and powerful universe. What are the consequences of retreating internally, or revealing our silent selves to the world?
I dreamt colour that night. Not just in colour, the way people say you can't actually dream. I dreamt colour, the feeling, being of colour, and I was dreaming furious. The reds were pulsing and pinks were shimmering, and the greens and blues, they were dancing through each other, and I was there in it. Like being part of the Northern Lights. How do you speak a dream? It's alive when you have it. These colours were alive and full of space and vibrancy and distance and power. I looked out of the window the next morning and I saw people walking. Up high, you see them like ants below, and you realise just how incredibly small you are too. These people, that morning, their rhythm was mesmerising, and as I was watching them, I could see a light coming from somewhere, definitely from somewhere, but no, everywhere. Was it a glare of the sun sort of peeping through the clouds and ricocheting off the window, or did I have a speck in my eye? I don't know, but it became so bright, so white, that I couldn't see anything at all, like being enveloped in white noise. And almost at the same time, as I was in this dense fog, it all cleared, and I can see everything so clearly, and it was as if the colours from my dreams had all come together in my waking life. They had all pulled their energy and jumped out of my dream world and right into my living eyes. I know it sounds funny. It could have been a coincidence. It could have been a freak, occurrence. I could have still been asleep. But that was when I knew. I just knew that exactly what I needed to do. So I got up for the first time in a very long time, and I went down the stairs and I met Donald, who looked at me as though I was a ghost, and I went to make a cup of tea. That day I bought a ticket, and from that moment on I've gone from one trip to another, from Azerbaijan to Anchorage, from Machu Picchu to Medway, and I've gone exploring. And you know what? It's all the same to me. Donald didn't really understand, but I was set. And in that flash of lightning, I had this image of this day in class. I was sitting in the front, because I have really bad eyesight and I didn't wear glasses at the time. I sit really close to the chalkboard. And Helen was, oh God, she was so vain. She was constantly looking in the mirror. She sat behind to the right, and Susie with the curly, crazy sort of red hair, and she used to giggle like, constantly. There was always something to laugh at. She sat behind the left. Joe, who was the worst student in the entire school, and he used to like pick his bogies and eat them, and he thought that no one saw it. He was sat at the back, year 7, geography.
The play moves seamlessly through past and present, memory, reality, and fantasy. Naturalistic narrative-driven scenes weave their way through vibrant scenes of poetic fantasy. Through the course of the play, reality begins to unravel as internal and external worlds collide. Using a unique devising process, the play blends work created in practical workshops with testimony from those with experience of mental illness, creating a rich and textured narrative.
There's an untold satisfaction when you realise that nothing is going to change your mind. You can feel it in your guts and your bones, who haven't even bothered to tell your head that this was just the beginning.